did city manager say?
Rano? No, Nina? Nina?
Robin.
sign the register. Come sign the register. Devin. Yeah. 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 What's happening? Oh, yeah, I'm signing the register. Who else is here? Bradley? Bradley, who else is here? Sign the register. Klaar gesignd? Kijk eens op, Bradley. All councils, you sign the register. Who else is here now? Ik kijk dus nog weer nog niet wat basic class theater. The register. PR council. The register.
Good evening, everyone. As we're waiting upon the community to still arrive, can I have all councillors on the stage, please? All councillors, please report to backstage.
What councillors, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is still any ward councillor or ward councillors, can you please report to the back?
I also think we can sit there. That's fine, we can sit, but we don't have chairs. The thing is, we need to get chairs.
have some silence, please? Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is MMC Shuling Lindwer. I'm with the Department of Human Settlements and your MC tonight. I will be coordinating this program. If I can please ask everyone just to bow your heads in a moment of silence. Thank you. First of all, I'm not the one to do the welcome this evening, but I'm going to call on Pastor A.B. Isaacs to do an opening prayer so that we can invite the Lord in to our first public participation program. Can we give him a round of applause, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dit is goed wanneer 'n kind van die Here se naam geroep word. Alles ek is Sondag, ek is uitverkies, kom ons bid saam. Heavenly Father, we come and we bring this meeting before you. A meeting that is planned by people but is approved by you. You allow us today because this is the day that you have made possible for us to gather in this fashion. We want to bring the officials that will give an ear to listen, the leadership in political fraternals, to submit because the community is in the house. Heavenly Father, without you, we had realized we are nothing. Come with your presence and bless this meeting. The long outstanding meeting, the crying out meeting, which the community was waiting for. Be with us. We ask this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Isaacs. So as your program director this evening, I'm not allowed to make any jokes. I want to greet our Honorable Executive Mayor this evening, all councillors present, all members of the public. This evening, Councillor Maswana and myself, alongside Councillor Kaiser, were deployed to address you this evening. I'm going to immediately hand over to the Councillor Ingrid van Wyk to do the welcome.
Sorry? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Can we do the welcome first, sir?
No, it will help with the welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, lady, for giving me the opportunity. This is a big meeting. All of us sit with great expectations. And in the view and the light of transparency, I just want to ask on behalf of us as the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality, to have all our councillors sit here in front. We only see them on the webpage. Some of them have tracksuits on tonight and we don't know whether they are councillors, whatever. So can we have our leaders here in front?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just for the record, after the welcoming, that is why we have all our councillors in the front. I will do the introduction of the councillors.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ingrid van Wyk, and I'm the Ward Councillor for Ward 13. I've been given the honour of welcoming everybody here tonight. Firstly, I would like to welcome the residents that have taken time out to actually attend this meeting and be here tonight. I know that there's many other things one could be doing, but obviously this is of utmost importance. Furthermore, I'd like to thank all the councillors that are here this evening as well, all officials, MMC Schuling, thank you so much, and to the Executive Mayor for being here with us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councillor. So I have asked for any apologies. I haven't received any. Is there any apologies this evening? Nothing. Thank you. So let me take the courtesy to introduce you the councillors of the wards. We're going to start with Ward 10. I'm going to introduce you Councillor Moodley. Ward 11, Councillor Graham Gelderbloem. Ward 13, to my left and your right, Councillor Ingrid van Wyk. Ward 35, Councillor Nolene Moodley. Ward 37, Councillor Tyrone Adams. Ward 34, Councillor Johnny Arons. Ward 31, Councillor Teslin Boyson. Ward 32, Councillor Peter Hermanus. And I think that will be an apology. Baie dankie. Thank you so much. If I missed any councillor, can you just indicate? Councillor Ward 29, Councillor Norman. Thank you so much. Do you want to approach the mic? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Just like the gentleman said earlier, we would like to see our councillors. When you introduce them, can they please take off their mask, because today is the first time I actually get to see my councillor of Ward 13. Please take off the mask so we can see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have some order, please? Your comment was noted. Can we have some order, please? Can we have some order, please? I know what it is that you want, sir. Can we please have our councillors on the stage? Do you want them in front? Okay. Thank you so much. With order, please.
Hello.
Thank you. Sir, you weren't recognized.
No.
Sorry.
Luister gou leier. Leier net leier.
Thank you so
Leier, ek wil iets belangrik noem man. Jy allow ander mense om iets te sê hierso. Leader, my
Thank you so
leader.
much.
You allowing other people to say something
Sir,
now?
can I please just finish
No,
what
I
started?
I just want to highlight something before you proceed with the meeting, please, leader. Please, my leader, man. Is the mic on? Is the mic
Sorry.
on?
To the members of the public, can you just please allow me to finish one part of your request and then I'm going to allow you. But please, for now, sir, I'm going to ask you to sit down.
Leader, man.
Please.
Please, my leader. Just this one thing I want to say, this thing.
We will allow for questions and answers.
No,
we will
leader.
allow for questions and answers.
It's regarding the questions and answers. It's regarding the questions and answers, leader. Just this, it's going to take me a second to tell you this thing. Sorry, Gary.
So next, I'm going to call on the executive mayor to give us the purpose of the meeting.
Liar, allow me, man. Hoe kan wil jy my nie allow nie? You don't want to allow me.
Thank you. Thank you, Program Director. Good evening to all the stakeholders, leaders of the various political parties. Eddie, gaan sit, man. Gaan sit, Eddie. Leaders of the political parties. I think we should get the security. If anyone is rowdy, we should not tolerate that. Officials, no, we are not going to tolerate. No, we are not going to tolerate. No. Good evening, leaders of the business forums, councillors present here today, officials present here today. Die meeting is vir ons baie belangrik. En ek dink ek gaan Afrikaans praat. Daarom gaan ons niemand toelaat om deur mekaar te maak nie. Want vir sommige van hierdie mense wat hier gekom het, vanaand het probleme in hulle areas. En hulle wil input in die IDP. Hulle wil sê wat hulle in hulle wards wil hê. En ons gaan dit toelaat. All right, because in terms of Section 4 of the Municipal System Act 32 of 2000, it requires us to engage with communities, especially when it comes to the IDP and budget process. You see, you are going to tell us you want to have a park in your area. But if you did not tell us during this process, it will not be there. And then you are the ones that are going to complain to the ward councillor and to the city, and you are going to say the mayor is useless because your park has not been built for many years, but it never found a way in the IDP process, and it's not catered for in the budget. So this process tonight is very important, not only for you, but for us as well. And for those who cannot attend this meeting, so please bear with us. Let us behave in a manner that our people can see that you care for them. Because I'm sure all of us are here because we care. We are a developmental government. We have developmental issues on our minds as much as you have, but because it is important for us to hear what you have to say. In terms of the Freedom Charter, which states nothing without us, about us, without us. It says there shall be education, free education, and all the other issues that relates to that, and that is why we are here. We want you to raise the pertinent issues, give it to us, because we are very cautious and we are very mindful of the fact that communities must have their say. And you are here tonight just to do that. We want to give you an opportunity to have a say what you have to say, but be constructive in what we say. We don't mind if you criticize, but we also believe in constructive criticism. If you criticize, come up with a solution. If you know how issues can be resolved, tell us. We will take all your questions, your answers, comments into consideration, because we want all your concerns and service delivery issues to find a way in the IDP as well as in the and we want to cater for that in the budget. So I encourage you today, participate constructively. We are giving you a chance. Do not allow anyone to be disruptive, because we are not going to allow that. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Executive Mayor. So next up, I'm going to do the presentation. And I want you to please take notes. Oh. Before we go any further, after this presentation, we're going to allow for questions and answers. We have officials present, we have our councillors, our mayor, to answer to your questions. We are not going to allow too much time spent on a question and a question to be repeated this evening. So if you hear the question from one person, please don't repeat that same question. Even if you want to add on it, then you just do the add on. Thank you so much. And the question that I want to ask you this evening is, please let us bear with one another. Let us be community, let us be neighborly. Thank you so much. So this evening I would like to thank you all for this opportunity to engage with the cluster of the wards 10, 11, 13, 29, 31, 32, 34, 35, 37 and 38 on our IDP and budget development processes for the year 2022-23, financial year 24-25. This is a very crucial platform of engagement in which communities get the opportunity to engage with the municipality on its priorities. So let me take this time to welcome the residents of the cluster who are participating this evening in other various methods provided by the municipality. Other residents from this cluster are participating via IFM, radio, live streaming and other various social media platforms created. So Chapter 4 of the Municipal System Act 23 of 2000 requires us to engage with various stakeholders during the annual IDP and budget development and reviews. This, for us, is not just a compliance exercise, but a serious attempt by the municipality to obtain the views of our citizens on what should be prioritized in our final IDP and budget for the forthcoming financial year. So your input is valued. You have put us here, so your input is valued. This IDP and budget process is undertaken at a time we are still trying to recover from COVID-19 pandemic and the impact that it has on us. Coupled with the impact of serious drought, persistent water shortages, as well as electricity challenges that are being experienced in our city and nationwide. These issues must be handled cautiously and responsibly to avoid long-term negative consequences. This IDP and budget process is unfolding will consider the following aspects. Number one, the widespread impact of COVID-19 on our citizens. This pandemic had a serious impact on our operations as a city and our ability to serve the public. COVID-19 impacts, among others, includes the following. The increasing unemployment directly related to scaling down closure and collapse of businesses. I think we have businesses here tonight that will want to have their say. A declining municipal rates base and an increase in applications for subsidies through the Assistance to the Poor, the ATTP subsidy scheme. A decline in the ability of citizens to service the municipal debt, which has serious implications for the cash flow of the municipality, which means fewer funds to respond adequately to the needs of this community, resulting to collection rate that has since dropped significantly than originally planned. The extremely serious, unprecedented water shortages that have reached the lowest levels, and I mean the lowest levels, in a very long time, are going to require the municipality to exercise engineering ingenuity and vigilance and discipline from water users to minimize water use and water waste. We cannot allow people to use above 50 litres per person per day or permit water wastage through unattended leakages. And I think that is going to be one of the main focus points this evening. Programs to alleviate the negative impact of water shortages, our citizens will receive the highest priority. These include the completion of the Nooit Gedag water scheme and measures to stop and prevent water leaks and wastage. Electricity supply continues to be a problem for residents and businesses in the city. Unreliable supply and ESCOM outages, load shedding, are problematic enough, but electricity theft and network installation damages also pose a serious challenge to the municipal revenue. The city has to work to ensuring the security of electricity supply to communities and businesses within the context of national supply challenges. Within the uplifting of the Disaster Management Act by the President of the Republic of South Africa on COVID-19, it means that some of the required protocols on COVID-19 are no longer applicable. So I can stand here without my mask. But as a municipality, we need to be cautious in the way we engage with our communities. Hence, our approach to engaging with our citizens has taken place differently from other years. Due to the need to prioritize the safety of the citizens, we have to find alternative ways which citizens can participate in decision making and make their voices heard, like tonight. As we develop and review the IDP and budget, it is also key to introduce the new concept of government. District Development Model, DDM. This is an attempt by government to enforce integration of plans, budget and implementation between various spheres of government. As we develop this draft, IDP and budget, we also need communities to make comments on draft DDM, which is your district development models, one plan for the city. Such comments should be submitted to the IDP offices by the 28th of May 2022. There are pamphlets in your packs that talks to the concept and the rollout of this DDM in the city. The municipality has also developed a new water service development plan, WSDP, and we request residents to make comments on this plan, and the comments should not be received later than the 28th of May 2022. To interact with the communities during this period, we have to make alternate participation methods available. An IDP app details on how to access the app will be posted on social media platforms, the municipal website, and at your ward councillor's office. Information boxes and IDP inputs forms are available in municipal customer care centres, traffic departments, and ward councillors' offices. Hosting a number of interactive cluster-based radio slots in addition to the above, residents must also understand the vandalism of municipal buildings or infrastructure has also crippled the method in which public participation process has been undertaken. As it releases the issue of the draft budget 2022-23 financial year 2024-25, the following is applicable. Amongst others, communities who are indigent poor will continue to be subsidized in terms of the assistance to the poor, policy for assistance with municipal accounts relating to water. I think that is one topic that I heard was one of the hot topics. Sanitation, refuse and property rates. The subsidization is made possible through the equitable share allocation grant available through national government. The municipality will, in terms of the Municipal Property Rates Act, be implementing the new general valuation rule. effective from the 1st of July 2022, and as such property rates policy effective from 1 July 22, communities are encouraged to comment on this. The municipality will continue to assist needy organizations, sporting organizations, local economic development, education, etc., in terms of grant in aid policy availed in our financial year basis. Additionally to the above, the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality, just like other municipalities, received some grants from the National Fiscus for various reasons and conditions and spending of those grants in the Division of Revenue Act, dis die DORA Act wat ons van praat. As the municipality has to consider tariff increases for the new financial year, and I want you to take notes, the following proposed increases of the 2022-23 financial year for various services was done. Property rates increases with 5.5%, average increase on the property rates revenue. Water with 6%, sanitation with 6%, refuse with 6%, electricity with 8.61% based on NERSA's approval. So residents are encouraged to provide their comments on the IDP and budget processes. Your input will go a long way to inform the municipality about what you consider important and what needs to be prioritized in the IDP and budget processes. Apart from the app and information box, you can email comments to idpoffice@mandelametro.gov.za. We encourage all residents to be active participants. Remember, the closing date for comments is the 28th of May. So ek het nou 'n mond vol gehad om te sê, nee. So if these officials are saying. Okay. My executive mayor has spoken. I will now call, before we do the question and answers, I'm going to call on Councillor Rano, and not Rhino, Rano Kaiser, to do the budget for us. Rhino? Hey, Rhino.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of the Municipal Finance Management Act, Section 25 to Section 28, a municipality on an annual basis must table a realistic budget to the council. What does inform the budget in relation to the relation to the Municipal Finance Management Act? Now, you will understand that the financial year of the municipality moves from the 1st of July until the 30th of June. It is a legislative requirement that the municipality must table its budget on or before the 31st of May every year to the council for approval. We are here now. One of the requirements in terms of Section 25, before a municipality adopts a budget, there must be public participation for the public or residents to give input and raise their views, because failure to do so, we are not able to deliver what we call a credible budget in the absence of public participation. You have the IDP. The IDP is a 5-year planning document. In your IDP, the residents and the municipality in public participation processes sit down and plan and give the wish list. I want A, I want B, and I want C. Although the IDP is a 5-year planning document, the budget of the municipality is over a period of 3 years. You have the current budget, then you have the first outer year, and then the second outer. So every year we will come to the public and say, since we have met the last time to update our IDP, this is what we have implemented. Now it is time for us to report to say, this has been done. Now give us new inputs for us to update this IDP so that over the next 3 years, we are able to use the IDP to inform the budget. I must say that this is our first IDP meeting since 2019. Because March 2020, you had COVID. 2022, you had COVID. And therefore, I want to plead that we all participate. You can only disrupt this meeting if you have no water leaks in your ward. You can only disrupt this meeting if all the street lights are on in your ward. But if we have a genuine interest to participate to ensure that water leaks are fixed, street lights are burning, and the issues that you are raising finds expression into the IDP and then into the budget, we need a constructive discussion in a very disciplined way. And therefore, I'm going to start with the ward-based budget. Your ward-based budget is what the municipality plans to do in the ward in the next financial year. And therefore, I'm going to start with Ward 10. Provision has been made for public lighting to the amount of 860,000. Listen properly. Public lighting and the refurbishment of public lighting. And added 102,000. And then the upgrade and the development of public open spaces, St. Nicholas Street, an amount of 944,000. Meaning, therefore, there might be a party coming or there might be a gym coming in the next financial year in a street called St. Nicholas Street. Colleagues, in terms of Gelvandale, an amount of 9 million rand has been set aside to renew and repair the water infrastructure within Gelvandale. In terms of Ward 29, I'm coming back to Ward 11. The following has been set aside. Tarring of roads, 660,000. Resurfacing of IPTS routes, 4.1 million. The renewal of the water pipeline in Gelvandale, 2 million. The rehabilitation of gravel roads and building of new roads, an amount of 17.9 million. The electrification of informal settlements within Ward 29, Councillor, an amount of 10.1 million. I hope if you are from the ward, please, when I read the ward, you must please note it down. So when we engage in the question and answer session, you are able to respond or ask for clarity questions. In relation to Ward 31, Councillor Boyson, tarring of roads, 614,000. The rehabilitation of the stormwater ponds, 990,000. Nissenville stormwater, 2.6 million. And added budget allocation for the tarring of roads, 2.6 million, and another 5 million in Nissenville for the rehabilitation of roads. Nissenville is one of a few areas where the roads is, say about 60% still gravel roads. So there is an investment in relation to the building of new roads in the ward. Ward 32, public lighting, 98,000. Then your IPTS, Larry Park, no, I'm like, yeah, it is, no, it is public lighting, 98,000, and also public lighting in terms of your street lights and all these things, the repairs, goes for 200,000 rand in Ward 32. Going down to Ward 34, not on the FAFI list, Ward 34. What? Ward 34, provision of sidewalks tier, 532,000. Public lighting, 160,000. IPTS resurfacing, 5 million if you round it off. And then the resurfacing of tar roads, 626 million. Ward 35, Comrade George Chase. Public lighting, an amount of 550,000. Upgrade and the development of public open spaces in Bramble Park, 1.6 million. The construction of sidewalks along the IPTS trunk and feeder routes, 3.6 million. The provision of additional sidewalks, 439,000. And the construction of a footbridge. I'm sure this is the one between Ramer Street and then Extension 31. It's an amount of 260,000. Going to Ward 37. Mr. Kramer, going to Ward 37. The IPTS resurfacing of routes, 689,000. Public lighting, 1.5 million. Resurfacing of tar roads, 450,000. Public lighting, again, you all know this is your street lights and so forth. It's an amount of 851,000. Then, Ward 38, upgrade and development of the Gelvandale Cemetery, 435,000. Rehabilitation of IPTS routes along the trunk and feeder routes, 4.6 million. And resurfacing of roads, tar roads in Ward 38, an amount of 250,000. Now, let's go back to Ward 11. Ward 11 as follows. Extending the IPTS, 6.3 million. Public lighting, 226,000. Upgrading of the Gelvandale sports field, the AstroTurf, 2.9 million. Resurfacing of tar roads, 47,000. Provision of sidewalks, it's 547,000, and the last one is fencing of the coast and cemetery. It's 1.03 million. Colleagues, now remember, what I'm presenting to you is a proposal. Wait. Now allow me to explain. No. What you going? I'm still busy. Allow me to explain. You might be in Ward 34, but you have an interest in the upgrading of the soccer field. It might not be here, but nothing prevents you to come to the mic and say, I, resident so-and-so, move. In the next IDP and financial year, the municipality should start to look in terms of the development of the soccer field in Arcadia. So, therefore, what is not here is not an issue. It's for you to raise, right? And it is for you to propose. But after you proposing, it does not mean what you are proposing might find expression in this budget coming down. But what is important also, this hall is full. Not everyone might have an opportunity to raise his or her views. Therefore, your ward councillor's office can be used to make submissions, Mayor, on the IDP. The municipality's website can be used to make submissions into the IDP. The office of the IDP is at Plain Hayes in town. You can go there and submit your recommendations, proposals, or whatever to the IDP office. Now, you will understand that this is only a proposal. You might look for a soccer field or a gym, and then we take it from there. Now, I'm going to...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for allowing me to approach the mic, ma'am. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe it's English. I don't understand English. Because the councillor repeatedly saying that this is a proposal. It says here, capital ward-based expenditure as at 12 May. It means this money has already been expended. So how can you spend money and tell me that this is a proposal? Is it English or is it me or something wrong?
Colleagues, colleagues, in your budget, you have an operational budget. It is one part. Then you have a capital part of the budget. Whatever you present here is part of your capital intention to spend. So I'm saying what we are presenting here, Chief, is a proposal on the intention to do this expenditure under the capital budget. Perhaps the reading is wrong, but I am presenting you a proposal.
Thank you so much, Councillor Kaiser. So Councillor Kaiser was only supposed to do the ward-based budget expenditure to you guys. So I'm going to allow Councillor Muswana to do the question and answer session. I will not be the one taking the questions. Can we allow Councillor Muswana to please come to the floor?
Good evening. Sorry, before we entertain questions, there are a few things that I would want to put in the house before I entertain questions. All right? Can we be seated? Can we be seated? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. People, maybe it's going to be important that I reintroduce myself. I am Councillor Muswana, the PR Councillor. I am going to be noting you. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm going to be noting you. Like I said, I take it that everyone sitting here has got the package, right? And the presentation were based on these packages, right? I must also caution ourselves that we are 10 wards here, right? So the budget that was being outlined by Councillor Rano is that of the whole 10 wards. So now in this package, all that is going to be done in each ward, it is what Councillor Rano was explaining, right? So now, no, wait, I'll give you plenty of time. You need to have a process before we go into questions. Yes, can you be seated, Dada? Then you are going to be given a chance to say that you want to add on whatever that was there, or if you feel that what is in this package does not speak to or projects that you would want in your ward, now is the time. Yes? So now when I am entertaining questions, I will be giving you that chance to say what has been presented here does not speak directly to the projects or the problems of my ward. But in doing so, we need to outline a way on how are we going to handle that. Because we must limit our time. So now, like I said, we are 10 wards, and understanding that we may have stakeholders in this meeting also. So when I am noting hands, I am going to be a little bit strict on time. I'll be giving each speaker 2 minutes. Now people, let us, because we want to work with each other here, right? So if you feel that, comrade, you are human, your question has been said by someone else, please don't repeat it. Now, one more thing that I'm going to request is for all officials that are going to be responding to come this side. I only have Mr. Beria. There is someone, an official from electricity. Can I ask that official to come and join us this side? Because we want everyone that is going to be posing questions. If the question is supposed to be answered by someone from housing, that person must be from this side. Okay, so this is what we are going to do now. I'm going to take the first round here, right? I will note people and I will give you numbers. You keep your number and you keep your 2 minutes, right? Then when we are done with this side, then we are going to come to this side. Are we fine? Because we want to call our house into order. We don't want anyone to panic, but we want to give fair chance to everyone to talk, right? So we're going to be starting this side, then we're going to come this side. Put it with the yellow sweater. No. Just keep your number and sit down, right? Keep your number and sit down. Then when I'm done with taking hands this side, then we're going to queue on the mic. Are we fine with that? Okay. So you are going to be number 1. You can stand on the queue. Thank you very much. Tata, you are going to be number 2. You can stand on the queue. You are going to be number 3. Tata, I don't know now. You were the one. Okay, so you're giving over to him. He's going to be number 3. With the blue K-way sweater, you're going to be number 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7. No. Wait, Auntie. 5, 6 with the earring. 6, 7 with the lime sweater. 7. Sissy with the black jacket. Sissy with the black jacket. I still haven't acknowledged you, no? Oh, it's 7. Then you are number 8. Can you join the queue? You are number 9. Can you join the queue? Yourself with the leather jacket, you are number 9. 10. Join the queue. Okay. Here's the thing. Here is the thing, people. Can I suggest something? Right? Can you see how long our queue is? And in doing so, we still need to observe social distance, right? So we still need to observe social distance. Let us start with this end. Then once they are done, I know where I am headed. Then I will start. So there's no one who's going to be raising their hand. Only just you, ma'am, because I think I'm going to it's only going to be you, you're going to be number 1 in the second row. Then I'll start over there. So can we start with the first question, guys? Now we are fine with this, right? So we're going to take the first 10 here, then the second 10 on that side. Then we come here. So it's going to go then we are done. Right? Can we try and be quiet so that we have to hear everyone? It's 2 minutes only. I don't know. Do we have someone who's going to assist us with sanitizing the mic? The speakers? Officials?
My leader.
Sorry, wait.
Let them
I'm
be
trying to
quiet.
ask
Let them be quiet. They're going to, because I want people to hear me when I speak.
Okay. Can someone ask the officials to please get your name? Yeah. Okay, you can come now. You first introduce yourself, the ward that you are coming from. If you are representing a stakeholder, you say so, and you take your 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes only. Thank you very much.
Dames en heren, in 'n baie mooi toon gaan ek u vra om net die samewerking te gee.
Asseblief.
Ons het oor 40 hanne wat ek gesien het wat opgegaan het. So as ons nie samewerking gaan gee en luister wat die persoon te sê het, gaan ons nie klaar kry nie. So as ons miskien net ons samewerking kan gee, dankie.
And please feel free to say whatever you want to say in your language. When people that can translate, I can understand Afrikaans, but I may not understand it very well. Thank you for me. Thank you very much. You can shoot.
Goeienaand allemaal aan die paneel, councillors, die achtbare Meyer, Eugene Johnson. Ik heb baie lang klaar gezien. Ek is hier om die meeting te onvrug, man. Ek wil maar net 'n statement gemaak net toe deur te sê almal gaan nie 'n geleentheid kry om te praat nie. Want my nie verkeerd verstaan, ek is nie Julius Malé, man, ek like nie omkrap nie. Leiers in ons woord nie, in Ward 11, my naam is Edward Camilio, ek is 'n stakeholder, ek is 'n SMME. But I want to speak as a resident firstly, because that's what I am in my ward. I think wanneer ons kyk nou hier na die IDPS routes, is 'n 6.iets miljoen rand. Hoeveel miljoene was al gespend op die IDPS? Is dit regtig nodig om die IDPS te route reservice while binnekant in ons wijke self, Meyer en Rano, jy weet toe jy die MMC gewees het van routes en transport, was daar baie van ons paaie aan die kant van Ward 10 was dit gereservice, maar volgens my dink ek die 6 punt, is baie
there's no amount, right? And secondly, what I want to know about the roads, this thing includes all the roads of Mission. Doesn't identify specifically to say where, because at Kholishasha there's street that need to be done as well there, but it's only saying roads. Doesn't specifically identify where, right? And this thing talks nothing about the sports fields. There's nothing about the sports fields that need to be done. So far, that's what I've got. Those are my questions. There's no amount, and it's not specifically telling us which street, whatever, need to be done. And there's also ratification of ceilings at Kholishasha, which is not here. All right? So I also want to know about that. That is on 131. Those are my questions.
Okay, thank you, Loisa. Come forward.
Good evening, speaker. My name is Rudy Swart. I'm an SMME from Ward 11. I also want to concur with the first speaker that too much emphasis has been laid on IPTS, not only on our ward, but in all other wards. And I believe that funding should be spent in our communities' roads, where there is potholes, where there is still gravel roads, etc., etc. Because I'm not sure what the IPTS brings into the municipal in terms of revenue, and so much money has been spent on the IPTS. In Ward 11, we would want a park as well, because there's no reference here of a park in Ward 11, in Berber Road and corner of Coleridge Road. He said, there used to be a park there, nothing is happening anymore in that park. There can be a park set up there can be gym equipment set up for our kids, because there's nothing to keep our youth occupied in our area. In terms of dumping, there's a lot of dumping going on in Ward 11. And Ward 11 is a hub for the foreigners. And they have no respect, and I'm not sure are they contributing to any municipality is collecting. We are in need of dumping sites within our community. At least 2 dumping sites need to be erected within our community in order for us to control the waste management within our areas, because it becomes a health risk. We also need drainage. Our storm drainage is a crisis. It is blocked. When it rains, the roads are full of water, and it's a hazard for vehicles traveling there. And accidents can occur, people can get injured, kids can get knocked with vehicles, so that needs to be addressed as well in terms of our storm drain. In terms of the sewage as well, because there's a lot of sewage all over in Ward 11, there's blockages. And then the whole area smells and it stinks. And every time what they come, they just spray, they unblock for a while and then moves on. We need to re-look also at the sewage as well, so that can also be addressed. We have an area in our community which is called Comm Park. And there's a lot of discussion and emphasis to remove that people. But currently, they are still there. And the condition that they are living in is not good. It's not meant for anyone to live in. The roads is not even proper. There is no sanitation for them there. The water that they are using, it is uncalled for. Our public toilets and facilities needs to be addressed as well, because there is nothing happening there. The community can't make use, if they're in the area, to make use of our public toilet facilities. I don't want you to call me out of order of time. I'll raise
Thank you very much, Mr. Swartz. Like I said, people, let us also make use of the last page on the package that has been circulated to us as an information, as an additional information to our points that we want to register in this meeting, right? So we can also take opportunity of these forms. Is that that?
Goeienaand, ek wil
Okay,
maar
wait,
Afrikaans praat.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I had a complaint from Ward 13. There is a budget allocation for Ward 13. If I can just go through the items that have been budgeted for.
Sorry, I have actually asked you that questions while I was sitting. There was no
Whilst you were sitting there.
proposal.
Okay,
For Ward
no problem. Okay. Okay, can you continue speaking, Kata?
Ek wil net graag weet, die vorige spreker het gepraat van IPTS. Volgens my was dat 2.2 biljoen.
Can you introduce yourself before you start?
I'm Mr. Cedras, William Cedras, Ward 13.
Okay.
Graag wil ek net byvoeg by die ander twee sprekers dat daar was 2.2 biljoen rand bewillig vir die IPT-system. En wat die gemeenskap daar kry is absoluut niks. Dit het geen voordele vir die gemeenskap daar. As jy kyk na die stelsel wat nou in plek gesit het daar, maar dit eintlik geskraap word. Die hele stelsel moet geskraap word. As te veel geld wat gemors word, ek het nou gehoor by die vorige spreker, 6.iets miljoen rand word weer bewillig. Kyk hoe lyk ons areas. Ons areas is so vrot. En al die promises wat die DA maak aan sy wild is, net voor verkiesing, en nooit daarmee gestand doen nie. Want ek weet van promises wat gemaak het in my ward, in Ward 13, waar Rowan Crescent, daar was 9 miljoen rand bewillig vir Rowan Crescent, maar was absoluut niks gedoen nie. Toe ek die destydse council vra, wat het gebeur met die 9 miljoen rand, toe sê sy vir my is onder die grond. Toe het sy die 9 miljoen rand, het hulle begrawe. Toe sê sy, nee, ons het vir julle nuwe meters, meters achteruit gehaal en vorentoe gespring na vorentoe. So dit beteken vir ons eintlik absoluut niks nie. Die promises word nooit gestand gedoen nie. En baie van ons mense in die gemeenskappe lewe saam met die promises wat hulle nog wil hê julle as die DA moet voldoen aan die mense. Soos 'n cycle van promises en nooit daarby uitkom nie. Ek wil praat van Rowan Crescent, van die sportveld by Rowan Crescent. Daar's absoluut niks wat daar gedoen word by Rowan Crescent eintlik nie. Ek sien pads word reg oor die noordelike voorstede gemaak, maar Rowan Crescent, daar's absoluut niks aan nie.
Dankie, Pa.
Baie dankie.
Thank you. Maybe, Councillor Rano, because I listened to you when you were talking here, when you were explaining what the IDP plan is. 5-year budget plan, your IDP, but it gets to be revised or reviewed annually. And that is what you are doing here. This platform is created for you to say what we have discussed last year in the budget. Now that this budget for 2021 is coming to an end, this is what we would want to see happening for the new budget that we are going to be adopting. So I don't want us to have different ideas as to what is this platform created for. It's a 5-year plan, but it gets to be revised annually. So this is why we are here. You can talk that.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is George Chase. I'm from Ward 35. I need to emphasize that I'm over 60 and I'm very passionate about Nelson Mandela municipality, my municipality, our municipality. For too long, we had blackmouth our municipality, its leadership. And today it is my plea, even as the previous speaker said, this is our first IDP meeting. It's important for us to engage and to find one another. Somewhere in the Bible I read, where the brethren dwell together in unity, there the Lord commands a blessing. And I believe for us as the community speaking here tonight, the council will hear us, and that there will be a middle way where we can truly serve, and also particular when council do service delivery, that we will be appreciative of the rollouts of any one of the plans. I know that the IDP is very critical. The legislation makes a lot of provision for that. And I enjoy what we are doing here tonight. There is, however, just my observation. One, we could have done it otherwise. I know that you have, is it 60 wards divided by 10? There's 6 such occasions.
Yes.
Can I ask that in terms of communication, the first speaker or the presenter gave us a lot of stats and data and talk. I didn't see anything, I forgot all of those things. But if there be, I see there is a computer here, presentation, big screen, it will help the other wards that you're still going to meet, that the presenters put that on a PowerPoint and put it there, and the people will see. Yes, we did not get those documents in our hands. I love documents. But what I want to come towards is, as we sit here tonight, you will find councillors at that side. Thank you, councillors, that you came on my request, because I haven't seen you, I just see you on the internet. And then we have the community this side. But Section 72 of the Municipal Structures Act is clear that there need to be a ward committee in between this gap here. So what we're firing with, or a car, an IDP car that we're driving at a pub wheel, we have a puncture. And I note that the previous councils made every effort to establish ward committees. I know that the legislation say a municipality may establish. So there's no obligation for this council to establish ward committees. But our tradition in order to promote community participation is also to have the ward committees. Because if I look at the document at hand, I downloaded this document from your website. It is called Policy on the Establishment and Functioning of Ward Committees. Allow me, I hear that there's objections there. I
My
don't
worry, I'm
know.
going to be losing my audience, but I want to be lenient with you. Not that I would want any of other speakers to mention their age. I'm being lenient because of that, but can you wrap it up?
No, I want to wrap up.
Please.
And I want to ask my residents just to give me this 1 second, then I will sit down.
Continue.
Thank you. It says here, ward committees have the following powers, functions, duties, and obligations. A, giving input towards the preparation, implementation, and review of the integrated development plan. My question to this council here, and this is directed at our Honourable Executive Mayor, what are your intentions concerning the establishment of ward committees? I thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Papa. That is going to be answered too. Can you come forward? Someone sanitize the. Thank you very much. Can we try and stick to the time, people? I know I haven't been consistent, but like I said, Papa says he's 60 years old. I know he's not the only one who's 60 years old here. But I just needed to be lenient a bit to okay, 2 minutes.
Good evening, members of council. I'm Veronique Reda from Ward 35. So I'd like to find out, based on the ward-based expenditure, we are going to have a lot of jobs available. For example, provision of sidewalks and construction of footbridges. So I'd like to find out what job opportunities will there be specifically for the youth of Ward 35, and who will we be able to be in contact with and hold someone responsible to ensure that this work is given to youth so that they can showcase their skills. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next person.
Hello, my name is Mahla Zibi. I'm from Ward 38. At Ward 38, we've got a challenge. We've got 3 challenges. It's house verification, and we do not have a clinic. We don't have a high school. I'm appealing from you people, just help us, please.
Sorry, I see the councillors. I just want you to repeat yourself because I didn't quite hear what you were saying, and everyone was doing everything but listening to you. I just want you to repeat that question.
At 138, we've got a problem, a challenge of the house verification. Secondly, we do not have a clinic. All people, they need to go to other ones. And thirdly, we don't have a high school. Please, I'm pleading with you people. Please.
Naan outdated version on Word 37. 34. Ek wou graag iets oplag vir julle. Baie op my hart is.
Can you introduce yourself, Auntie?
Outdated version on Word 37.
Okay.
Most of all, hy budget moet geskraap raak van Word 37. Onze mense het die kragbokse nie, hulle het die huise nie. Ons het lank al gereposition nie. Ek is nou klaar gewaar oor die winter, is het nou reën as die emmers buitekant, dan moet ek in die huis aan buitekant is, ne? So asseblief, los maar die taring of roads. Geef vir ons kragbokse, as is in hoek, ons krijg koud. Ek gaan vandaan gaan, dan moet ek my 3 warm bottels gaan lee. Dat ek is daar by my ma met warm water gaan haal. En die klomp kerke wat ons paddenstoelen opstaan, die mense is klaar arm. Wie gee die mense die rechte? Ek vraag ons, mense is arm. Ja, onze mensen doen niet recht goed. Nee, ons verstaan onze kinderen het brugjes nodig, wat nog altijd rivieren moet lopen voor die school. Maar die mensen doen ook krachtboksen nodig. Mijn kinderen zijn alleen nog bij huis. Ik heb hulle gelost mijn lampen. Ik ben niet hier van, ik denk, wanneer maak je meeting klaar? Ik heb ook een mega aan mijn plek afgebrand. Zo alsjeblieft, ik vraag bij je mooi Rano Keizer, die was laatst keer ook aangewezen, nee? Gepraat met ons, krachtboksen, huizen, een kou. Naan allemaal, dank je.
Thank you. Our last speaker for the time. You may take the podium.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Rashid Johnson, Ward 30. I'm actually sitting with a problem for 4 years. I've actually engaged with the mayor as well, Graham as well, Ingrid, MMC, I don't know if he's still at MMC, Stag Mitchell. He made 5 appointments with me and never pitched up for one. My damage to my property in 2019 is 1.8 million. Right? Today it is standing at the value of 3.6 million. I lost my daughter last year in December and I had to take my grandkids in. But unfortunately, with the situation that I'm in now, I can't even take them to sleep over. My house is ruined. Like I said to you, I've taken it up with the mayor. She responded once to me. No disrespect, but I need somebody to do something for me. I'm still paying a bond. My claims were rejected 7 times. I went to the ombudsman. My ombudsman rejected me as well 7 times. So where do I turn to now? Please, I'm begging you, help me and assist me so that I can take my life back. My son is sleeping in the lounge for the year, about 1.5 years, he's sleeping in the lounge. He can't even sleep in his room. I need your assistance. We voted for you. You are councillors here. So please assist me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Papa. Okay, so people, here's what is going to happen now. Okay, can we lower our hands? Because I want us to have an understanding, right? Most of the questions that were being asked here are around the IPTS project in all wards. And by the look of things, Rano, most wards are rejecting that project, saying the money must be redirected to something else. And the common complaint or a common point that has been registered by the speakers is around the issue of ward committees. So now for the progress of the meeting, Crawford, I am going to allow Councillor Rano to give an explanation around these two items so that the next row of speakers doesn't have to speak on this item. So the next coming people may come up with something new. Are we all in agreement, people? Are we all in agreement? Thank you very much. Should Rano.
Colleagues, let me start on the issue of the water committees. You are right, sir, that the water committees in terms of law is supposed to be established 120 days after the local government election. The Municipal Council did adopt a process plan on the establishment of water in relation to the establishment of the water committees in the last council meeting. Officials are now in a process in relation to the implementation and the rollout of the program to elect water committees. So very soon you will have a directive in relation to when, how and where it's going to happen. Two is that, colleagues, I first want to say to you, Mr. Skedras, this meeting is a meeting of the municipality. This is not a DA meeting. We are discussing the budget of the municipality. And I don't want us to bring politics into a meeting that is not relevant. Now the issue here is that, no sir, I gave you an opportunity. Allow me to respond, I gave you an opportunity. The issue of a ward council is not responsible for the spending of the budget. There are municipal officials, and by law, we are doing oversight on the matter. Now, in relation to the IPTS, colleagues, the IPTS is funded, what you call, is funded through a grant funding that's called conditional grant. The IPTS money is not money of the municipality. The IPTS money is money that comes from the national government. And the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality is not the only municipality that implements the BRT, the bus rapid transport system. I want to disagree to say that this bus system does not have any benefits. 800 people have been employed there. Taxi owners, previous owners that was people that owned operating license are no longer taxi owners, but they are shareholders. There are developments. Secondly is that when you see resurfacing of roads, of IPTS roads, Camilio, these streets that you are mentioning there, Codius Road and them, might become feeder routes, right? And if they become feeder routes, we can use that IPTS money to upgrade that street because it is part of the IPTS plan. So, the IPTS money is not only for Rensburg Street, Stanford Road, and so forth. So I'm saying is that it is not true that there's no benefits. People are benefiting. And secondly is that we cannot, because currently in terms of research, ordinary people are spending more than 50% of their salary on transport. What we are trying to do is to reduce the cost of transport. Yes, there might be serious growing pains, but it does not necessarily mean we must get rid of it because it creates job opportunities. 2, it creates indirect job opportunities, service providers there. 3, it is a most cost-effective transport operator. And 4, in 2010, no one thought that buses will ever leave the Markman depot, right? It was standing there for 10 years. It took us 1 year to bring it to the northern areas, to you, and people of the northern areas are employed there, not people anywhere else. The people that benefited from the launch of that project is people who was in the industry, right? Because it is the purpose. And there's no one of Markman area that have benefited. People of Arcadia, people of Western, people of Bloemendal, people of Boyces Park, people of Gelvandale are there employed. So we must rather ask, how best can we contribute as a community to ensure that we make the IPTS happen and ensure that many more people benefit out of it. I so thank you.
Okay. 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 So here's the thing, people, right? We're going to be given this side, right? No, wait, guys. Remember when I took this role, I said there's going to be people that will be responding and then we'll take this side. Then we'll come to this side, right? Now, I want to sensitize you around something that we have picked up, right? Number one is this one that we have just dealt with now, of common ideas or common problems that are coming from your side, right? Like we said when we started, we are 10 wards. From where we are, Rano, we had about speakers from Ward 31, Executive Mayor, right? We had 2 speakers from Ward 11. We had 2 speakers, in fact it's even more, from Ward 13. We had speakers from 35. We had 1 from 38. We had 1 from 37. Which then means now, wards that have never been afforded the opportunity to speak is Ward 29, 34, 32. Okay, wait. Be that as it may, we are going to be giving you the time to speak, right? But what we want to sensitize and caution you, or rather condition you around is, if you feel that the point that you would wanted to raise has been raised by someone from your ward, please, we want to beg of you. Okay, no problem. I've counted 29. So we're coming this way now. But I haven't acknowledged you. Okay, so you are number 1. Is it? Now, no, wait. Can you go to your seat? Can you go to your seat? Is the councillor? No, councillor? No, please. Councillor, what? No, councillor, no. We cannot be, no, not from you. Can I note hands now? Your Papa number 1, come to the phone. Crawford, you are number 2. Can you join the queue? The guy with the white shirt behind Crawford, you are number 3. Okay. Elton, you are number 4. The guy with the black sweater, you're going to be number 6. What now? Wait, people. No. started this meeting, people, okay. Sisi, can I get to understand what is your dissatisfaction?
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the community, honored members of the community, thank you. There is a vehicle blocking the driveway. Vehicle registration FFM 726. It's a white car who are blocking the entry. Die ander ding wat ek graag wil vra asseblief. Mense, ons gaan almal 'n beurt kry. Nie almal nie, maar ons gaan vir julle die geleentheid gee. Laat ons net die mense klaarmaak wie opgeroep is, and then we start the process from the beginning. Gee asseblief die councillor net 'n hearing.
I don't know where the discount is coming from now. I really don't understand. I know and I have noted you. No, wait, Auntie, don't have a problem. I know how I am going to help people to speak. Don't worry, I'm still going to come this way. Remember, we are taking 10. 10 from this side, 10 from this side. We didn't necessarily say 10 from a row to a row to a row. It's 10 from this side and then 10 from this side. Can we continue as how we have agreed upon earlier? That's the thing. That's the thing. While you are doing all these things, you are eating on your time, you are eating on our time. Okay. Can we be quiet now and allow these 10 people to speak? Then we will go to another round. Can we come back?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Douglas. I'm from Ward 13. I'm residing in Kolperstraat, the bush area. Kolper Street and Groenewald, where it's like very bushy. I have a suggestion. To my understanding, the council of my ward is Ingrid van Wyk. We had patrols in our area, neighborhood watch and stuff. But due to the fact that things were not done accordingly, there's no police visibility in our areas. Crime is rife, break-ins, robberies. Suggestion would be
sorry. If you guys don't want to be part of the meeting, please have your discussions outside. We have a member of the community who is very concerned about the safety of the residents and we are making a noise. Can we please just give him a hearing? Thank you.
You may continue, Papa.
Like I said before, I'm from Ward 30. I'm Jeffrey Douglas. Numerous complaints. What we do as community within our area, due to the lack of police visibility, we try to patrol where we can. Created our own patrol group and everything. We communicate via the WhatsApp group to see to our properties and safety of our communities. Suggestion would be, Groenewald Street, Kolper Street is a bushy area. What we did last is people patrol our areas for the safety of our communities. We've chopped down the trees ourselves. Within municipality, there is tree-felling people. There's no services that we're getting from them. Dumping is the issues. We've reported import plots where there's continuous dumping happening. Nothing's been done. I went as far as to the depot, import times, took pics. Nothing's been done. So I appeal to you guys here to assist us where you can, in any possible manner and way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Over 2 minutes.
Kai kwes, tira ke a kakama ka khob kingas. Kai rekena kai ayo, hampi sana. Sarata nebe sarata, ha kamtsita komoda. Sarahun saratumis, karida a kais ke asida di kai.
Thank you very much. I'm well. I hope you are also well. You can continue. We are listening.
I did ask a question in my language. You said I can speak in my own language.
Yes.
Now you're talking about you are well. I didn't ask are you well.
But the question is not going to be answered as you are standing there.
All right.
So you pose a question, it forms part of the questions that are coming from this side. At the right time, it's going to be answered too.
The 2 minutes that you gave me, you took it now. So must I continue?
I took 5 seconds of your time.
All right. Councillor, I have a concern and I have 2 questions. My concern is I'm very worried about my municipality that allows me to do submissions every year, in and out on the same things. What I want to see is you must give me a list of things that was discussed even when our Mayor Danny Jordan was here, Trollop was here, Bongani was here, Obani, all of them was here. We made submissions. I ask in an IDP meeting, please make sure that when you request us to make contributions, you must take heed to what we request. For example, here we have people here with cameras and sound system. Do you want to tell me that in the Lillian Diedrichs cluster, there's no service provider that can provide sound and camera work for a meeting like this? Our municipality cares for us. It's a caring community. It's a caring government. But they insource. I hope they are from the Lillian Diedrichs cluster. Because if you care so much about us, you want the IDP, the budget to benefit us, why do you give the budget outside Lillian Diedrichs? It doesn't make sense. That's the first concern I have. Then my question is, I represent, remember I did say my name when I said Tiragea, I did introduce myself. I was saying that I am Paramount Chief Prophet, the Great Eagle, and I represent Contralesa as I'm standing here. And we as traditional and cultural leaders in the metro, we must back municipality for facilities. There's the mayor. We had an event, a ritual in February. We had to back the municipality to use a facility that is vandalized. I had a meeting myself with MMC. Where's Lawrence Truan? Is he on Facebook? Oh, he's busy on Facebook.
I'm going to ask you to please wrap up now.
But I had a meeting with MMC Lawrence Truan last year, just by the end of November. Early this year, we had a follow-up meeting. We talked about the Chetty Library. We talked about Beachview. We talked about facilities that might be vandalized. We talked to Helga van Staden, a DA councillor, about the fitness clubhouse in Ward 35. It's vandalized. We gave proposals what to do. They ignore us. Now, all I want to know in my capacity as a traditional cultural leader in Ward 35 and in the metro, when we do a submission and the councillors don't listen and the things get vandalized, what must we do?
Okay. Thank you very much. Can we try and stick to our 3 minutes? 2 minutes, sorry. Can we try? I really plea. I'm making a plea. Please.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to be very short. First and foremost, I want you to take note of me. First and foremost, in our areas, I don't know if you realized.
First and foremost, you are?
Vincent Williams, Ward 34.
Thank you.
In our areas, we are being vandalized. Cables are being stolen, lighting are being stolen, robots are being stolen, all going to scrapyards. What is the municipality doing regarding scrapyards in residential areas? According to my knowledge, a scrapyard belongs in an industrial area and not in a residential area. What is the councillors doing in each ward regarding scrapyards? Secondly, where is this discretion fund of the municipality? How does one get access to this discretion fund? Because time after time after time we hear there's no money for discretion fund. I have a problem with the IDP. Every time there's a political party in charge of the municipality, there's the IDP. Vote of no confidence, there's a new IDP. None of these things are being followed through. This thing that's here, all these things have been done in the war. Stop lying to us that this is a proposal. This thing is the expenditure report. That means this stuff has been done already. Where there's zeros there, that means it hasn't been done. But where there's figures, that means the money's already been spent. So we need clarity on that, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent. Can we follow that example, Elton? Can we follow that example of Vincent?
Yes.
He's stuck to his time.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I'll be very, very quick.
Thank you.
I will not repeat what has already been raised, especially by people from Ward 35. I have but two questions. The one is, what mitigation measures does the municipality have in place when it comes to climate change, as it relates to water shortages in our communities, noting that the current norm is that our people are being taxed for the usage of water, unlike in the township. It's not the same. The second issue is, how will communities be accommodated who have been affected by apartheid spatial planning? Communities like ourselves in the Greater Bettelsdorp area. Last year, there was an outcry in the Greater Bettelsdorp area for the implementation of the district development model. We have not received any response from the municipality. We have cried to the municipality, we've raised it to the leadership as well, to say that we would like to be a pilot community when it comes to the implementation of the district development model. We are not going to throw stones. We want to be part of that pilot community so that we can enjoy more government departments coming into our communities. And one thing that we are not standing off from, we have been affected by forced removals. We are victims of apartheid spatial planning. Without throwing stones, we've heard Councillor Kaiser mentioning the successes of the ITPS. It is a failed project because it is not connecting us to the mainstream. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Can we clap after the entire people have already spoken? May speak that? May speak.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Wahid Jonas from Ward 37. I just got a few things that I want to raise. Is point number one, the people in our ward that stays in a plucker comes. They are there for 17 years. All the other areas were bowed, but they were not bowed. And another thing, point number two, is the boxes that they want in their shacks because they're sick and tired of stealing power. And they want the boxes in that. They are on their plots, but not everybody is onto their plots. So we want everybody onto their plots. Thirdly, the houses. We need houses that we must stay in because Tabu Betty say, animals are living in dogs, people are living in houses. So we want houses for our people. The lastly is, the old people living in Klein School. There's no clinic whatsoever in our area. They walk from Klein School right up till Chetty in the morning where there is cold. All that things that tear onto their chest. When they get to the clinic, they say, come tomorrow. What is that? There's a lot of things that I can bring to your people. But I believe in one thing, action speaks louder than words. If you put the action there and visit our wards, then it will be different. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Councillor. My name is Lufio Maneni from Ward 29. As you all know, Ward 29, that is Chetty Poisons Park, it was built on water. It was built on a flag. Now there's no roads in Chetty. So it means now when there's water, those houses can be easily moved away. So it means now we need to make V-drains from Chetty 5 until to Polar Park. Also when you look there in Chetty 12, there's also needed of V-drains. Most of the area, 90% of the area is gravel road. So if we can build roads so that we could hold soil erosion. The next point is Jojo tanks in the issue of water in the Nelson Mandela Metro. If we can put Jojo, because the previous councillors, they put geysers in the whole Nelson Mandela Metro. So these current councillors, if they can implement now Jojo tanks for the Nelson Mandela Metro. The last one, because the Ward 29 is a relocation center. Now I think we need also to unblock service sites for relocation. Last but not the least, the fencing of the community hall, because even now there's no water in the community hall. I think now we need fencing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before you start talking, someone was driving a white Ford Fiesta with the registration number JFY 674EC. You are requested to please move your car. It's blocking the way. So it's a chief. Okay.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Good evening, all. My name is Luvuyo Ndete, as your Program Director.
Which one are you?
Ward 29. Yes, thank you very much. This is a rightful beneficiary, not an invader at Ward 29. I'm paying the tax and rates and water there. Ma'am, let me first thank you what you have brought to us. But it's 15 years now as a receiving ward in Ward 29. But the ward is too big, we don't have a clinic.
In Ward 29?
Ward 29 only have one room clinic after 15 years in this metro. The other issue, the dam sites, Ward 29 is very dirty because we don't have dam sites. Our kids are playing in bushes because there's no bush clearing. The other thing, as the ward is very vast, on the new areas we don't have sports field, we don't have parks for our kids. Our kids are adopting the drug that is around the community because they don't have places to go and play.
The other issue, we have the electricity problem. The informal settlement, people are fighting with the formal settlement people because remember now, it's winter now. The other people are crying and they are getting cold. I see here, we have more money in the lights than the roads that we have in Boyson's Park. You cannot have a lot of money while you are saying to us, let's see and entertain the potholes that we are going to. Please take the money that is there and adjust it to the roads. The last and foremost issue, you cannot take people from this metro and dump them in 129 without building schools for them. What do you want them to be? Hooligans or drug addicts? Mayor, thank you very much. I have
Hi, my name is Gelvandale. I'm from Ward 11. Madam Mayor, DSYE, Madam Mayor. My aandag is nie op die wat die is nie. Maar my aandag is op die lewende mense, Madam Mayor. Die wat alles jong is en ons, maar onze kinders sterven aan buitenkant. Madam Mayor, my plea aan jou is, Madam Mayor, die infrastructuur alles gaan voorbij gaan. Onze kinders sterven aan buiten. Onze kinders is vastgevangen in drugs. Onze kinders sterven voor hulle ouers, Madam Mayor. Onze kinders vallen neer in die straten van die lean en die stilpijn. Maar ons is hier beklei oor infrastructuur en stories en al die goede. Waar is die budget vir ons rehabilitation centers, vir ons kinders? Madam Mayor, ek het in die town gebly. Ek was vastgevangen in drugs en gangsters in my gaan. Ek weet hoe is het om vastgevangen te wees in drugs, Madam Mayor. En onze kinders sterven voor hulle tyd die buitenkant. Maar ons is hier groot mense, beklei oor onnodige dinge, wat eet ons is, maar ons worry nie oor onze kinders, wat jong voor hulle ouers sterf aan buiten nie. Ons worry net vir ons eie sakke, ons is selfies, dink ek, Madam Mayor. As iets 'n budget uit te sit vir 'n rehabilitation center nie. Ken ons net sulke tipe van dinge kykie, Madam Mayor. Bas my plea aan jou vanaand. Ons kinders sterf is hartseer, jy raak in die noorde areas gedood, ek raak groot. Gaan kyk hoe staan onze kinders rond, die pulkies, die lean, die ander dag toevallig een by my neer. Onze kinders sterven, ons beklei oor onnodige dinge. Asseblief, Madam Mayor, baie dankie.
Thank you. Okay, you've got my attention.
Goeienaand.
Of me, I'm sorry.
Goeienaand. Mijn naam is Jerome Boysen.
Okay.
Word 32. Voor je nou op die tijd begint, man, alsjeblieft. Dit is een council meeting, dit is een publieke meeting. Die bonnen, ja. Maak oproerig. Jullie horen niks, jullie maak like jullie horen. Jullie horen niet wat die mensen zeggen van hij bonnen, ja. Vat oor. En kan jullie niet orde scheppen, hij bonnen, ja. Ik vraag me net voor mijn tijd beginnen. Van ik wil helemaal horen wat ik zeg, hoort het toe. Van die andere mensen praten en die mensen raas half, gelijk niet zelfs gemaakt jokes is. Rijd dat ik ken hem, toen we dus nou beginnen. Ja. Oké.
But the council has been there.
The council has been today, and as you can hear, it is quiet now.
Yeah, so you can
I want us to respect each other so that we can be here in the peace that we came in this evening. We understand you made that statement at a point, but let's respect one another. Thank you so much.
Je zegt nog van mijn kant heb ik respect, maar respect in mij niet ook wel. Oké.
Stick to your point now.
Right. Ik ga Afrikaans praten. Die hele minister. Oké. Asbestos. Mijn dochtertje, ze loopt school, ze gaan op die Google. Ze zegt mijn pa, zing mijn pa, wat maak je asbestos aan die mensen? Hulle gee die mensen kanker. Helenwil, Word 32, dit was eers Word 13. Al die dakke het asbestos, onze ou mense raak siek, hulle weet nie waarvan aan tafie, hulle weet nie is die dakke wat hulle siek maak nie. Kan julle die help mense kyk in dit, van ons kan julle soe, van Amerikaanse mense, soe die mense vir die asbestos wat hulle nog steeds op die huise los daar so. Nee, dit is 'n punt. Daar is die help mense moet vir my kan sê, of die weergawe wat ek kry op wifi is verkeerd van asbestos, gee vir ons mense kanker. En asbestos is in ons plek, hy plekke, dis waar we gaan na, sommer oorsprong na housing toe. In Gelvandale is daar 131 plotte wat leeg staan. Tussen Sewende Laan, Extension 12, en het word verkoop die plotte. Ek wil weet, ons het dit vir die vorige mense wat in bewind was, ek gaan nie sê, want julle gaan sê, ek is weer polities, so gaan net sê die mense wat vorige was en voor julle was, het ons gesê, kan julle nie die huise, die plotte, die open plots wat daar is, julle wil ons mos nou ver gooi van Gelvandale, kan julle nie die huise, die plotte, opbou en huise op die plotte, vind uit, wie is die mense van die plotte, het hulle nog dubbele plotte, van hulle die plotte moes nog gekoop, en laat hulle vir ons huise bou, vir ons mense, vir al Sewende Landse mense wat die huise het nie, en mense in Extension 5. Dit is open plots. Die ander een wat ek wil graag wil opkom, is...
That's your last point, Chairman, right?
Nee, is my laaste nie.
But you've already exceeded your time allocated for you.
As my tyd op, ek gaan nou net begin.
Thank you, Jerome.
Okay, ek wil net vraag weer. Ek gaan net laaste punt asseblief. Gelvandale se huise is oor 100 jaar oud al as. Julle het gesê julle het gekom met Nebe Faku toe sê ons bly in gemorshuise, die goed moet gesloop word, is nou nog nie gesloop nie. Wat gaan dan?
Thank you, Jerome. Can you please continue sanitizing the room? Please, ma'am. Okay.
Goeienaand, my naam is Clive O'Connell from Ward 34, also chairperson of the ward in the SMME business. Okay. Let me take this opportunity to thank my councillor for his good work that he done in Ward 34. Councillor, I want to add, I'm very happy with IPTS, really. I just want, you must add speed bumps, road marking, the sewerage, and lastly, councillor, our site works at the back there. Just look at that also, councillor, please. I'm happy with you there. And I think our business forum as the SMMEs, we are happy to have you as a councillor there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Our last speaker, Lady Road, may take the podium.
Mandibulise kuwe kuqala chairperson. Nesigaba sakho. Ngikubuyisile Maswana. Ndihlala kwa 138. Kunezinto ke endizivileyo apha ezimentshiweyo from 138. Ndaphawula ngoba kukho ezingafakwanga. Andivanga ke kuthethwa ngamabala phaa ngokuphuhliswa kwawo. Bendicela ke esisigqeba sindenzele loo nceba.
Intoni?
Kuphuhliswe amabala.
Okay. Okay.
Eyesibini, sinebhaka phaa ezindala zi-more than 8. Bendicela ke esisigqeba silapha sindilungiselele zona sifakwe phaa. Eyokugqibela ndicela ukubuza kwesi sigqeba silapha oba yeyiphi criteria eyasetyenziswayo from 1995 phaka 138 ukulungiswa kwendlela, because ingxaki yam sine-gravel road ezi-more than 21 kwa-138. Now bendicela kuncediswa uba yeyiphi criteria, because namhlanje ku-2022 bendicela ke noko sijonge ezo ndawo. Enkosi kakhulu.
Thank you very much. Okay. So now what is going to happen, right? Can you know our minds, at least I've got an idea of who has spoken and who we want to speak. Now, we're going to give to our panelists. I've got an official from electricity, I've got an official from INE, I've got an official from, I've got Councillor Rano, right? As you were talking, they were jotting down. So they are going to be responding now. And we are doing this because there might be someone who would want to ask something that would have been responded to. Right? So if that happens, don't feel bad if you feel like your issue has been responded to. There is no need to really. You won't be less of a person if you don't speak in this meeting. Right? So I'm going to be handing over to my panelists. I'm going to start with Councillor Rano, 2 minutes strict. You'll be responding.
Mr. Martin.
Okay, I'll start with Mr. Martin. Mr. Barry Martin is going to be responding. Then I'll give to my electricity guy. You can come to the floor. Then I'll give to Rano, right? Thank you very much. I don't have a sanitizer, yeah.
Just put it in there, it's fine.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Barry Martin. I work in water and sanitation. There has been a few questions around water and sanitation. I'll start with sanitation. There were concerns raised in Ward 11, Ward 34 in particular on sanitation. No specific addresses were given, but I will contact the Ward Councillor's office and work through the office and identify the problems from that point of view. There was a specific concern of the gentleman in McMahon Street. MMC Schuling said she has the information, she'll pass it on to me and we'll investigate and see what kind of responses we can provide on that. Then there was the concern raised about climate change and relating to our water and relating to the water shortage. I think we must start off by saying that as part of this meeting we've got our communication colleagues also here, and we have to put the message through to our residents that we have to save water. The reality is that we're going to run out of water in 4 to 6 weeks from now. The Churchill in Mpofu Dam will run dry. There's no doubt about it, because we're using too much water. The concern that the gentleman has raised about there's disparity in water and from the different areas in the municipality, I would just like to put that to bed. We are one municipality, we are one council, we've got one set of rules for all of the residents. So we're asking everybody to save water. The executive mayor has been on TV, we've been on the talk show for the Teams meeting for all residents, and we encourage you, if you are able to visit the municipal website to actually get more information from there. In the next 2 weeks you will get a lot of communication. There will be television coverage, there will be social media coverage, there will be print media coverage, there will be radio stations, all our local radio stations will be covered, and we will encourage everybody to save water. Water is a right for everybody, and in order for us to make this thing go further, we encourage everybody to save water at all times, so that what we have we can save and share for everybody. The gentleman that raised the matter on climate change, we are very aware of climate change, and all our planning that we're doing currently, even if it's a design of a pipe, a design of a pump station, how big it is and the like, all stems from climate change and how long the available water is that we have. We are currently in a study with the Department of Water and Sanitation looking at all the available resources in the metro, or not in the metro, that is serving the metro, because remember, all our dams are outside the metro. We are looking at how long they can last and see, must we build more dams, must we build a desalination plant, and the like. So all of that is coming to a point, and we actually at the best time to have that fruitful discussion, and the Department of Water and Sanitation is leading that, and we are playing an active role in that. Chairperson, Executive Mayor, I think I've covered everything. If there's anything, thank you.
Colleagues, I'm going to respond, and I will also summarize and close, because what you have proposed, it's the responsibility of the officers now to record it, and then make sure that when the document goes to Council, Mornay, everything raised here finds expression into the IDP. So I'm not going to respond to all of it, because some of them were proposals. But let me start on the bylaws, on the issue of the scrapyards. There's a bylaw, but we have a collective responsibility, both the community and the municipality, to report crime. The issue of cable theft, we don't have any robots here working. Not because of the failure of officials or a lack of budget, but it's because we are not able to curb or minimize cable theft. And to replace one robot, it will cost the municipality approximately 250,000. One. And therefore, any person that experiences or knows where there is a scrapyard without the necessary consent from the municipality, you have a legal obligation to report, so that we are able to respond. It is only if you report and we don't respond, you are able to say, you will be able to say the municipality is failing. On the issue of roads, I'm not going to respond on the IPTS issue. I have made my submission. It is beneficial for the people. I'm not going to be convinced otherwise, but it is for us to make sure as a community, how do we engage and how do we participate in the IPTS to make it more, to actually make it more viable. On the issue of roads, Swana and the portals and so forth, what we are doing now, we are taking all these inputs back to the IDP office, all right? On the 31st of May, in terms of the Municipal Finance Management Act, the executive mayor will then table the revised IDP with the inputs of everyone, which includes Camilio. The issue that you've raised about the rails in the Highfield Road, which include, ma'am, where you with the black jacket of Ward 37, the electrification of informal settlements, which will include the rehabilitation of gravel roads, which will include the issue of housing, and all these things. And then, what's going to happen? After the mayor tabled the IDP on the 31st of May, communities have a right or have access to all the council's office. To all the councillors. Go there and establish whether your inputs that was recorded properly in this meeting. Can you see? And IDPs will be available in your libraries, councillors' offices, municipal buildings, everywhere. for you to access it, read it, and understand it. Now, what is the processes going forward? After the mayor tabled the IDP and the budget on the 31st of March, as per law, if council adopts it on the 31st of March or by the end of June, that budget, right, will then be implemented from the 1st of July. But if we feel as stakeholders, political parties, Ali, that we need to make more input into the IDP because we feel that the views of the residents were not captured properly, we are able to do that through what? Your stakeholders engagement, your multi-party replies, and so forth. So let me appreciate all the inputs. You might have raised your hand and did not have an opportunity to come and participate, raise input here, but you can still do it on the form, on the last page. You can still do it at your office of, at the office of the ward councillor. You can still do it at the IDP office. Let me, do you want me to? Yes, okay.
Good evening. I won't be long, it's only 2 minutes. My name is Yabulela Khasmini. I'm representing electricity and energy. I just want to add 1 or 2 words from Mr. Kaiser, where he mentioned about the scrapyard. As electricity department, we do struggle with the vandalism within our substation. Our transformers, our switch gears, our cable are stolen every moment, every minute. Therefore, if your power supply is off for a day or 2, it can be a week or long. And then just come to a question that was raised by Ward 29.
People, I see we're losing audience now. And my worry is most of the people that are being responded to are the ones who are leaving the meeting. What is then going to do of this exercise that we are continuing with? If you just pose questions to this side, and when you are ready to respond, you just leave the meeting. Can we be patient? We are going to be giving the last round, then we are done. Thank you.
And then just a response from Ward 29. From Uluvuyo. Unfortunately, it is not here, but he mentioned a very valid point where he said there is existing houses that have a supply, and then there will be shacks where they take power from, which is a challenge to us. We do have a special project where we do give power to the informal settlement, but it depends on the budget, okay? And then we move to, I think it's Ward 37. I think you have raised the point of a meter box. In that case, usually we just need to visit our customer service, and then we'll be able to assist you with that one. And then the last point that I want just to raise quickly, while all the wards are here, we have Ward 11, 32, 34, 37, and 13. We have done some work for public lights in those areas, and then the areas that are not mentioned, we will continue with public lights to them. Thanks for now. Okay.
Thank you very much. People, I see the great chief is not here, and I would have wanted to respond to his question. But for the benefit of the meeting, let me respond to his question. People, Crawford asked about the service providers that are being here, and that it seems as though that there are no service providers in the cluster. I would want to put it categorically clear that the guys that you are seeing here are from KQ and PayTV, right? They are the radio community station. This is part of us ensuring that we reach out to everyone in the metro. Remember, other people are unable to come to the meetings. We are live on social media platforms. We are live on the print. This is going to be publicized on the Herald or what's Afrikaans? This one. Oh, not anymore. I'm outdated. My mistake. But what I'm trying to say is, all of the media platforms, we are live on them. And because this is a public participation, we are alive to the fact that other people may not necessarily have the chance to come and gather here, but they would want to watch on TV. They would want to interact with us on Facebook, because this is a public participation. So it's not like there's going to be someone who's going to be paid for this service that is being rendered here. I wouldn't want us to go out of this meeting having that understanding, right? Okay, so now, and hopefully this is going to be the last round because we are losing audience. We'll end up talking with chairs. Okay. The yellow witnesses? Yes. Can you come to the floor? Okay. Yourself, you're going to be the second person. Then 3. And with the red hoop and the red capping. Okay. Then yourself, human. The gentleman sitting next to you, and the last one. Guys, so I see there are some other people that I have not noted. So here's the deal. I'm not going to chase anyone from that queue, but it's going to be 1 minute. Strictly 1 minute. Can you talk?
Goeienaand almal. Ek is in het spochter van 131. Ek wil net een kwestie wil ek net reis. Ek kan nie praat as mense so praat. Ek wil net my vraag wil ek net gou reis, né? Van die issue van 131. Van ons ek sien hier die sportvelde op ons budget gesit. En 131 ons sportveld is demolished. Hy word afgebreek. Ons rugby spelers het die chances room op ons rugbyveld nie. En die ander kwessie wat ek wil vra, want ek gesê ek moet 1 minuut moet ek vat. As ons pump stations in 131. Ons pump stations word ons dreine overflow. Die pump station word nou reggemaak. Later op vanmiddag gaan overflow die dreine weer. Volgens die gemeenskap en ons met die pump station word daar klippe en goede ingegooi. Ek wil graag net kyk na dit. En die ander kwestie is die waterlekke is 'n issue in die northern areas. Ek wil net moet gekyk daarna word. Want waar jy loop in die northern areas is net Suries water. Dis net lekker water wat loop. Jy kan maar die goede report. Nou word gesê 24 hours gaan hulle uitkom en goede te kom regmaak. Maar rapport jy die 5de April, daar staan hy waterlek nog steeds. Bel jy vir follow-up, word gesê hulle gaan mense uitstuur. As jy weer gaan kyk na die issue, daar word niks reggemaak nie. Ek wil raad op jou salute aan jou werk wat jy gedoen het toe jy MMC gewees het met route en transport. Ek wil jou salute aan dit. Maar regtig Meyer, ons water issue, vanoggend toe ek die teppe oopdraai, die water stink pakvrot. Die water is brein. Kyk net na die issues asseblief. Want na die woud is daar niks as dololo. Daar word niks gedoen nie.
Thank you very much.
Nou sien ek ons sprei ligte as dood in Municipal, as niks ligte nie. En wat dit nie wat dan.
1 minute, please.
Goeienaand almal. Ek is 3 in schools. Ek bly in Water die 2. Ek sien die municipality het 'n budget rate uitgesit, maar is niks van informal settlements nie. Ek wil die vraag lig om nou te hoor by councillor dat weet julle van die infrastructure en informal settlement wat op 7de land is, wat nou meer as 20 jaar al staan al. Council het aan kom beloof vir ons om vir ons krag in te sit en vir ons toilets te kry, wat niks word gedoen nie. Ek was 9 toe ek intrek op die vlak. Ek is 23 vandag. Ek maak 'n kind groot. My kind word elke maand siek, moet ek medisyne koop. Elke maand moet ek different goed te gaan leen by ander mense want ons het die krag nie. Ons het skoon water wat ons moet verloop vir die water. Ons het die skoon toilets en die government kom sit aan op toilets daar kakabalies, maar die kakabalies word oor 2-3 maande word dit skoon gemaak. Nou wil ek van ons Meyer se kant af wil ek Meyer invite na Gelvandale, Barcelona, 7de land toe. Dat Meyer kom kyk hoe lewe ons. Ons jong mense sterwe uit van drugs. Ek was myself addicted, but dankzij die Almighty as ek vandag uitverkopende, wat ek sien nie dat ons jong mense gaan vorentoe nie, van as die first of all ons omstandighede in ons huise word die raak gesien by government nie. Ek het matriek, wat my vriende het die matriek, wat van hulle? Ek wil hier werk aanvaar, maar my chommy gaan nie vorentoe nie. Wat gaan van hom word as ek moet nou 'n bordkos het, maar hy het 'n bordkos nie. Onze jong mense het nie 'n plek waar hulle kan gaan om te negotiate, om te kan sê die is wat ons as jong mense op die bord het vir Gelvandale, om te wys dat die is wat jong mense wil hê wat in ons gemeenskap. Ons is moeg van die ou mense wat op die borde sit en goed en net organise vir hulle mense. Sorry ma'am, but I'm asking you a long time ago. I've asked you a long time to speak, but I only want
I'm taking it from the table. They are able to understand what's the gist of your question.
I only want to add one more thing. Ma'am, it's winter now.
Can you come this way?
It's winter, Maya. We're living in shacks. If it's raining, our floors, the water comes through the bottom. Ons het die regte plekke nie, ons plek reën in. Ons het nou weer moet ons materiaal gaan soek het om dit vas te kap want die water het weer laat dit inlek. As nat, ons het die plek te ken. Kyk asseblief.
Thank you. Can we have the next speaker? 1 minute, Auntie.
Goeienaand.
Naand.
Ek is Dorothy Stuurman, bly Ward 32 in die Gat. Eerste punt, Mr. Meyer, onze plek is baie vuil en hy stink. Die tweede een is onze kliniek. Daar is nie 'n manier hoe onze mense, ou mense, gehelp kan word. Dit kan hoe reën, dan staan onze mense in 'n lange ry. Moet hulle daar staan, daar sien se dakkie en hulle kan dit nie almal in nie, because deur die kou wat ons verstaan dit, maar dan dat daarom net iets vir ons mense se dakke is. Sodat hulle miskien hulle pille en hulle goed te kom haal. My laaste punt is, ek het gehoor, Jerome praat van die huise issue. Ek dink 2016 of 2015 het ons deur die huise gegaan en ons het huise gekry wat gate in het, waar jy die ander huis kan die ander huis sien. So oop is dit. Dan is die huise nou, soos ek hier staan, kom die water onder deur die huis. Die fonteine. Meyer, raad asseblief. Kyk na ons. Ons wil so graag na julle kyk. Ons wil so graag luister wanneer julle praat. Maar hoe lank al vra ons vir huise? Hoe lank al vra ons kom kyk hoe stikkend is die huise? Kom kyk hoe lê ons kinders in 'n magic box. Kom kyk, is nie almal wat kan afford om hulle huise groot te maak nie. Ja, ek het my huis groot gebou, maar wat van my neighbor? Wat van die ene agterkant? Hulle slaap, ma, pa, kinders slaap almal in een plek. Dit is 'n disgrace. En asseblief, kyk na ons kliniek. Kyk na die ou mense.
Good evening, everybody. Ja, van my kant af is net, ek gaan Afrikaans praat. Ek hoor niks van sport hierso nie. En ek is van die Gelvandale Ward 32. En ons sukkel met development. Wat ek bedoel, development is ons nie constant coaches by die skole wat die kinders kan help. Hulle nie at least 'n stipend is ja. Tweedens, is die wit olifant wat ons het in Gelvandale. Die resource center is 'n wit olifant. Onze sportcoach wat daar is, rugby cricket, ons kan nie 'n plek gebruik nie. Dis 'n wit olifant daai. Ons moet in die reën oefen, as ons wil oefen binne word ons gesê ons moet 'n lange brief skryf, 'n proposal. Toe die ou saal daar was, kon ons aktiwiteite doen daar binne. Ons kon karate doen, ons kon boxing doen, allerlei goede. Ons kan dit nie meer doen nie. En is 'n klomp mense met 'n ondervinding daar wat sportondervinding het. So wil ons met die sport ernstig vat. Dis al maniere hoe ons die drugs weg gaan hou van die kinders af. Sport. My slogan is sport kill crime. Sport kill gangsterism. So sport is die antwoord, mense. Dankie.
Thank you. Okay. Wag, Anthony. Can I in the queue check if there anyone from Ward 32 in the queue? How many are we?
Ward 32 is very big. You get a Gelvandale, you get a Inside, you
Okay.
get a Clearest.
Guys, I want to make a plea with you. I want to make a plea with you because we are going to be unfair in this meeting. It's only Ward 32. Can I request that you use, where is the person of Ward 32? Okay, no problem at all. No problem at all. Guys, can we please have all Ward 32 to raise their points here, and then you give it to me.
I really want to speak.
Yeah, I will be officials, right? Who is Rina? And Rina, can you assist me?
Okay.
Here are your people from your ward. Right? Can you sit in the corner, guys, and discuss what you want to raise?
It's different.
Write on different papers if needs be.
It's not going to do justice.
Guys, I'll just explain here. Guys, otherwise what I will then have to do. Andrina, we understand. Andrina, we understand the ward is not only comprised of one meeting. But guys, you cannot be unfair to other people here. That is why we are saying that write all your concerns on this. It's still going to reach the same offices, all of these things that are going to. What difference is it going to make? So what we're going to, no, can I make a ruling now?
Sorry, Speaker, we are from different areas of Ward 32. Thank you.
I fully understand that, Auntie, which is why we're giving you another form of speaking in this meeting. I'm going to have to make a ruling on this. Right. I'm going to give you Andrina. Then the other people from Ward 32 will have to follow this example. Guys, you must understand that this facility is paid for.
Sorry, Speaker, we're not accepting that. We cannot accept that. We won't accept that.
Can we allow Andrina to speak? Your 1 minute, Andrina, asseblief.
Okay, ek wil my punte sê in Gelvandale. My naam is Rina, my van die sportgiete reply in Ward 32. As ek Gelvandale gaan saamvat, dan gaan ek sê we reside in 'n varkhok. 'n Varkhok is nog skoner as Katanga. The transfer station, waar almal uit different areas uitkom en hulle kom dump al hulle gemors in Gelvandale. Ons het 'n stance geneem, we closed that transfer station. We said no to dumping from other areas. We want to know if that transfer station cannot be diverted into a buyback center. As daar kan rondom my center kan containers en goed kom en ons kan mense kry my vullis te sort en dan is it a job creation thing. We are more than willing to do that. maar ons gaan nie meer toelaat dat ander wards daar kom damp voor ons nie 'n oplossing kry vir hulle sê. Ons het daar skoon gemaak. EPWP workers gets employed out of Helenville, but being taken out of Helenville to clean other areas while we live in a pigsty. We want our EPWP workers to clean our area in Helenville. We have a triangular contractor with the name of Fine Corp in Helenville to clean Helenville. Where are they cleaning? Because you don't see them clean Helenville. You only see them cleaning there by the room roads. Why does Helenville look like that? When you pay people to do and deliver a service in Helenville? Meer as die mense nie, hulle maak nie skoon nie. The short spotters. Ons wil baie dankie sê vir die short spotter wat in Helenville is. Dit reduce ons the crime. Maar unemployment maak ons the crime baie groter. So ons dink as daar meer mense geemploy word in EPWP, dan gaan die crime gereduce word, want daar is te veel stoepsitters hier buitekant. Dan wil ek sien die ou van infrastructure is weg, stormwater en sewer, 450 to 500 Stanford Road. Stanford Road stink pap vrot, want allerlei dreine is elke dag geblok in Stanford Road. As hulle die dreine vir ons kan oor onze infrastructure renew, dan gaan dit die probleem oplos. 450 to 500 Stanford Road. Ons wil ook die front area van Stanford Road, wat parks nooit kom skoonmaak nie. Hulle maak hom nooit nie, ons front area. As hy area vir ons kan ge-upgrade word, ons as die vroue aan die gaten is more than willing to assist you.
Okay. Guys from 32, do you still feel that and Renai is not
Ward 32.
No, and wait.
Ward 32 are the only people that didn't address you. So give us the opportunity to do so, please, ma'am.
Auntie, I was still on the platform asking.
Please don't call me auntie.
I don't know, Sisi. Do you still feel that Andrina is not a representative? Okay. Which one are you putting?
What's 38?
38. Is there anyone from the Chuv coming from 38? 1 minute.
Yeah, man, ndiyabulisa comrade Maswane, no mayor as well, ama-councillors akhona.
Can we be quiet, guys? We're almost done.
Into endizele uyiqonda apha, kule 15 years ndihlala phaya, kutheni all the way imali yaphaya xa ikhutshwa isoloke idropa ibasezantsi? Because le mali siyibona apha incinci kakhulu for la ward, because la ward inkulu kakhulu. Okwesibini, phaya kula ward kukho izindlu ezisenedaka zamacanci phaya kula ward ezingekalungiswa until now. Kudala ke sithenjiswa ukuthi zizawulungiswa. So ndiyacela ukuqonda kutheni singade zilungiswe, kutheni imali yaphaya isoloke idropa. Enkosi.
Thank you. Which ward are you?
Ward 35. Is
there anyone from 35 in the queue?
No, I don't think what I'm going to address is not about what it's the challenges that I'm sitting with. I don't think it's specific Ward 35. But let me not, because my time is fast, but I want to take this to you guys. You need to apologize. I am a Christian, but you need to apologize to the Muslims. We are in a constitutional democracy, which means all religions are equal, and you did not recognize the Muslims that was here. That is for you to apologize. Okay. It's not part of my minute. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. What I want to say is this, man. The water leaks. I was so shocked to see that the water leak in Heathcote Road, Rano knows where it is, in front of a ward councillor in the late Andy Jordan. That water is still running there. Secondly is this, the Metro Police, the traffic cops, and those guys that get car allowance, they drive past water leaks on a daily basis. They don't report it. Now here is what I want to speak about, the IPTS.
there's a woman that's walking with a child from Gelvandale to Astra Primary School. What I'm proposing to you is, let us utilize the IPTS taxis that is standing there, of which you are paying those guys 8,000 rand a month for a taxi that's standing there, to be used as a public transport to become feeders for the primary schools, especially the primary schools. At least the ticket is 5 rand or 6 rand, is very low, right? Secondly is this, I think you have to look at your board of directors to be changed to board of trustees, because there are no public people involved on your board for IPTS, which means it's just taxi owners that decides how we must live and how we must be utilized. And by that you can create at least 200 to 300 jobs. And then, Mayor, you have to look at those taxis that are not utilized, that is standing inside that yard. Take away that 8,000 rand from those owners. Then you really deal with that issue.
Thank you.
My problem is, we are putting people in shacks, treat them like animals. Then we put them into bakkies, treating them like animals. Then we get angry and I'm not supporting these things. Then we get angry when the people are burning tires. You cannot expect a person that's staying in a walk in a bakkie then to be treated like a human being when he gets angry. I really want you guys to look. I don't have a problem. I can meet with you guys. I will propose you precisely how I see this thing to be worked out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is the ward councillor from Ward 32 still here? Continue, my leader.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Dave Coleman.
Guys, can I really ask you to be quiet, please?
My councillor is sitting there, is doing a very good job. But I just want to tell you something quickly. I'll be a minute. There was a water bill of 14 million rand in Vondling Street in Bloemendal. I sorted it out. I sent the bill to the mayor. I sent it to Stag Mitchell. I went there. That meter was running, my brother. 14 million, you can fill up 186 Olympic-sized swimming pools that uses 2 million rand water. Now you tell me 2 million liters of water, that's just one person. 186 Olympic-sized swimming pools. 14 million. If I didn't report it, that water meter will still be running up till today. What is the municipality doing if they see a water bill of 200, 300,000 rand? They must know there is a problem. Then I want to ask, what are you guys going to do? Our area is big. I don't even want to describe it. It's rats infested. There is 14 dumping sites in the western areas. There's 0 at the moment in our areas. Is there a budget for creating dumping sites in our area? And not just our area, in the black areas as well. That is what I want to know. Is there a budget, and will there be a budget available? Rano, come look. People ask, where must we put it? I say, put it where you see the most dirt is lying. Go put it there. You know what? We can create jobs. We can identify as Ward 34. 1 week, 10 people will go there. When I go drop my stuff, I pay the guys 20, 30 rand. And everybody will do that. Please, people, let's get dumping sites in our area. It's rats infested. You must see how the rats is running around, and it's not a good sight. You cannot bring any people out. They ask you, what is going on here? And the last question, Stanford Road, every night almost, there's another big accident today. They rode into my wall. They almost killed my whole family.
Please, my leader.
Stanford Road is there a plan to reduce the speed in Stanford Road? And what are we going to do about the robots? Because we're going to fix it, they're going to steal the tables again. Okay. We're going to fix the light, they're going to steal the tables, cables again. Thank you very much.
Okay. People, I've got one more request now. If you can look at the house, we have lost 70 people of the people who were here in this meeting. We do not have audience, and we still need to respond to your questions. We don't care about the audience. No, wait, Mama, please, Mama, can we treat each other with mutual respect, please? I'm trying to accommodate you. I am trying by all means to accommodate you. But I must also sensitize yourselves as to, if you can see how this house is now. Many people have left because people are complaining of time. We are going to be chased out of this facility. Can I ask you to agree upon yourself? One person must represent you. Can we be? That's the least that we can do. After that, we close the meeting. They respond and we close the meeting. Because you do not want to make use of another facility that is made available to yourselves to put your points to these people who are going to be responding to you. We have been trying to accommodate you, but you are not assisting us.
Excuse me, Speaker. You've noticed everybody has spoken, right? I think
Are you the one that is going to
I
be
think it was
representing
your
them?
responsibility and your duty for Ward 32 to speak after you called everybody else once again.
Are you going to be representing the three ladies? Are you in agreement that she is going to be? Okay. Can you speak, Auntie, please? Wait. Yeah. Your 1 minute starts now.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for the opportunity. The thing that we want to raise is this pathetic proposal for Ward 32. The amounts here, 98,000, 200,000, what is that? You must come to Ward 32 and see the challenges there. We've got drains that have been open for more than a year. There's no lids to put there. Lights are out in the area. Crime is rising in our area. There's many issues in our area. We want you to invite you to come and see what's going on there. We need more money. So this proposal of 98,000 and 200,000 is not enough to address the issues in our area. Please, we beg of you, we ask you to please come and see what it looks like there. It's Hillside, Clary Estate, and Van Vogel. That is the areas that we are talking about. Water running in the streets for months on end. Months on end. So please, if you can address that. And we also, the crime is rising in our area. We would like to request a gated community to keep out the vagrants and the people walking around and stealing at night, stealing our stuff, breaking into people's homes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your cooperation, Auntie. Thank you. Now, wait. You are young.
Very young, 31 years.
I understand. You should be the one who is very understanding.
I try to be.
Can you try more?
Yes, I'll do so.
Can I give you the paper, then you write all that you want to say? I understand your councillor is not here, but the staff and the officials from the IDP, they are
With
here.
all respect, ma'am, I do have a list, so I will only mention 2 things.
You promise me?
And the rest I will email directly to the address.
You promise me you are going to keep to your 1 minute?
I'll do.
You are not going to be offended when I tell you your time is up.
I won't do that.
Shoot.
Okay. So there's a saying that says, young people don't have a voice because they are not allowed to speak. And I've witnessed that tonight. My 2 points is crime against young people or young people against each other, Honorable Mayor. And this is directly to our Mayor, with all respect. The municipality has really failed our young people. And it's sad to see that everyone is speaking about money, everyone is speaking about infrastructure, and everyone is speaking about what companies will benefit, what other people will benefit. But it's sad to see that no one is mentioning anything about the youth. We are sitting in a community with high crime rate, high unemployment rate, but there is no youth development plan mentioned here tonight. Budget for youth programs which can lead to employment. There is open spaces where crime is actually taking place. And I ask the mayor please to listen to what I have to say. You can't expect us to go live on Facebook, apply online for jobs, try to get bursaries, but we don't have access to internet. What happened to the free Wi-Fi that was available in our communities? Where is the part where the municipality comes to our community and have accredited short courses or trainings so that we can become empowered, so that we can go out there and find employment?
Okay.
I thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, right? Mayor, I suppose you must have heard the cry from him. But what I would want you to do, list all these projects.
I'll do so.
Ne? All these projects that you have an appetite to, that will assist the youth. At least now we get to understand that you are not happy that there is nothing that has been said about youth development.
Unhappy.
Right? We get that one. But then now, tell us what is it that you would want to see happening that is going to be benefiting the youth. Right? Okay, if you can just do that for us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mayor, what do we do now? 4 speakers already. It's way past 9. Can I quickly check from which wards are you? And yourself, sir?
34.
31. And you, Tata? What ward are you? Your ward? 13. We took long from 13. And the last one? 34. What do we want to?
I think we've dealt with all the words. I think, Program Director, we are going to take written comments and submissions. We cannot go beyond that. We are closing the meeting. With all due respect, wards have managed to, we have a justice of what is going on in the wards. We've heard from stakeholders, SMMPs, the business forum, as well as the Khoisan community. Please, we cannot continue the meeting.
Excuse me. I don't have a lot to say, although I have a lot to say, but I'm just going to take a small time, please.
You are?
First of all, the speakers were supposed to talk first here, then the people have to ask questions afterwards. You allow the people to first
Can you
ask.
state your point? Can you
Yes,
state your point?
yes, ma'am. My
I'm
point
giving
is
you
this.
30
My point
seconds.
is this.
State your point.
I want to ask the mayor, please. According to water and sanitation, again, you say we must not talk the same thing, but the problem we have is a common problem in all the words, not just in one word. So we can't say this person can't speak what the other people is talking. We all have the same problem. We have crime, we have the same crime. We have the same word and everything.
Okay.
We have the same, wait ma'am, we have the same unemployment. You see, like me, I'm still unemployed, but I keep myself busy to employ myself. There's no work for us as we have Rastafarians. Still today, we don't have work as Rastafarians. We still struggle here today.
Okay.
You talk about the Muslims. Wait, ma'am. You talk about the Muslims.
No.
Look there in Durban Road. Look there in Durban Road. Look there in Durban Road. People from everywhere, they have new vehicles. We from South Africa, we have nothing here. We still struggle and still unemployment is ruling us. And what I want to ask, unemployment is ruling us and it's killing us here. The gangsterism is killing us. And my last point is this on water. On water, I want to ask our councillors. I want to ask the councillors to give the people water tanks. To give the people water tanks so they can have water when there's no water by their houses. And even
we need to close the meeting now.
the solar panel.
People,
when there's the people must get solar panel by the houses.
Who are being misused now. You are taking advantage of me now. You are taking advantage of me directing this program.
I'm still talking.
No.
I'm still talking.
With all due respect, I want to assure you as the community of the northern areas, all that has been raised here is going to be responded to.
Sorry, Mayor. Sorry, Mayor.
There is no way that
Mayor,
at least
can I-
at
can
this
I
time
just-
again
can I
we're
just
still
raise something?
dealing with the same problem. No.
Sorry, Mayor.
No. There is your councillor. Comrade, who's the councillor from Ward 31? Your councillor is here. No, I've asked them to cut the mic.
Yeah,
I've asked them
sorry,
to cut the
Mayor.
mic.
Ward 31, there is Mission Vale. There is Holy Shata on top. The informal settlement next to the university. I am staying there. Mayor, I didn't hear you mention or see the informal settlement of Holy Shata on this budget list.
Thank you very much.
Can you please take care of that?
Okay, no problem.
Is it fine?
Guys, for the last time, can you please use the forms that you have? The meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for your attendance, but the meeting is adjourned. Please, but wami sebenzisa le lento le form isecaleni. Uyoyinika ukansila wakho office in that package.